interesting couple of days. It's been rough. I put a lot on my plate. And I don't think I'm going to be able to do any live shows for a while. It's looking that way because I just put on too much work. So, officially a business again here in the city of Bakersfield. And I don't know what I was thinking because I don't even have time to really make anything now with the amount of homework I have. I mean, I got 2 more days where I could still drop my classes. And I'm so tempted, but then part of me is like, oh, you know, and if I don't drop them, I'm stuck with the homework. But then it could be done in like 5 weeks, right? So it's kind of like, what do? I just stick it out, but that means it's going to go through Christmas. No, well, not through Christmas, but through my sales for Christmas. Oh no, maybe I'll make it. I don't remember. I think I get a long break, actually. Oh, I might be fine. I think I'm just stressing myself out. I got so much homework. Anyways, I just had one class, and I thought it was interesting because we were talking about, you know, how the program, one of the propositions that changed the programs for Arizona and California, and about teaching English language learners, you know, in school. And talked a little bit about the history of it. You know, you have a lot of people saying, well, you're in California, English only, documents, etc. And I understand to some extent. But a lot of it is, I'm just saying it as, you know, you kind of wonder why people are hiring people from outside, from other countries, you know, because, okay, other countries, when people know more than one language, they are considered knowledgeable. They're considered educated people, right? And this is in all countries except the United States. It's looked highly upon if you can speak more than one language fluently. That kind of like determines your intelligence. But here in the States, it doesn't. Here in the States, dual language is kind of like frowned upon in some ways. Yeah, you know, some people like it, but others are just so staunch about, well, this is America and you gotta only speak English. But when I hear about the history of it a little bit, you know, in the beginning of the States or the U.S., there was always dual language of some type, you know, depending on what state you were in and what area, because nobody spoke just straight English. Everyone was an immigrant, or, oh, thanks a lot, dude. I can't see a darn thing. Guy has brights right in my face. Everybody spoke another language because they came here from other countries, and it wasn't frowned upon until the Depression. When the Depression happened, and that's when some citizens started complaining, saying that, well, the Asians are taking all the jobs. Oh, the natives are taking all the jobs. Oh, the, you know, different Germans are taking all the jobs. You know, all these people, and of course, you know, the people from Mexico are taking all the jobs. And so then they started getting really weird about it, like, oh, well, then you can only be educated if you speak English, you know, and stuff like that. And they start changing a lot of stuff. Then it changed again during civil rights, you know, where it was talk about equality for everybody, and then it changed back again. And for a long time, it was here in California. You know, you had the dual language and helping kids and all this stuff, right? So now they have all these other programs in place, but what it does, it discriminates against anybody not speaking English to not advance until they're fluent, you know, so it holds everybody back. Because not everybody speaks English, because the majority of Americans are immigrants. So it was interesting. I was just like, oh, I never knew that. Like, I didn't know this law changed, because my kids are older now, so they're not in grade school. But I remember, I will tell you my story, like, you know, those who know me know my mom's an immigrant, and their household, they only spoke Dutch. They had to learn English really fast, of course, while they're here, but they didn't learn it properly because nobody can teach them properly, really. You know, they only learn by listening to other people talk. And then my other side of the family, you know, they speak a native tongue, and they also speak Spanish, because you know, the Spaniards were here, and the Spanish became the dominant language. So, you know, natives and Mexico, the people of Mexico, etc., all had to assimilate to Spanish to speak that. And some lost their native language, etc. You know the story. But so I had one family that spoke that, like, regularly in their household, and then my mom and my immediate family all spoke Dutch in the household. My mom spoke English for the most part to speak to me, because she was under the belief that I should assimilate and not learn Dutch, you know, because she had such a hard time. And as a result, didn't finish school, you know, because it was just too difficult, which is kind of what's happening right now with a lot of citizens. Because contrary to what people think, they're still citizens, all right? Or they're here legally. They all obviously have their visas and stuff like that. Okay, so, but it is the dominant language. And, all right, so I get into grade school. I think it was junior high. And everybody knows my grammar is horrible. I mean, it is horrible. I am the worst. English does not like me. But it's the only one I speak, right? It's the only language I speak. I think I've talked about this language thing before. Oh, well, I'll talk about it again because I got a long drive. All right. So, they wanted to stick me in English as a language or something like that in junior high. And I was mortified. I was like, what the hell? No. I'm taking a regular English class. They didn't explain it to me back then. All I took it as is, you know, them hating, the man trying to keep me down. I took it as, you know, them hating on me and stuff, because I couldn't understand. I'm like, what, am I not talking English? Of course I'm talking English. You jackass, you know? What the hell? What other language do I speak? They go, well, you need to be in English as a language, and I refused. I refused to go in there. I would not go in there. And as a result, I have spent my whole life struggling with English, right? And it wasn't until actually here at the university that I finally started passing my courses, and I finally grasped it. And now I'm in this course for teaching English learners, you know, which is where we were talking about all this stuff. And I'm just like having massive backflashes, but now I get it. I was like, oh, okay, I get it. But they didn't explain it to me back then. So they wanted me to, kind of, I don't know. But anyways, what I'm saying is, because I was in regular classrooms, of course, this is the language I speak. Well, now they have these new programs that whatever the language is that you put on your form is what they're going to go by. So if they ask you on those forms what other languages are spoken in the home, and you have little kids and you're going to fill that out, I'm just telling you right now, put only English, okay? Just put English. Because if you put that you speak German or Dutch or Spanish or anything else, they're going to stick your kid in this other program first, where they have to prove themselves and test out of it in order to join the rest of their class. That's the new thing now. Because you're no longer allowed to have dual language, or not dual language, dual instruction in the classroom, at least for California and Arizona. But now I'm thinking about it, it's like this is why our economy is hurting. I understand some of the people's viewpoint on it, but at the same time, English is the official language of the country, but this is the United States, okay? United States of America, which is nothing, whether people like it or not, a huge melting pot. And if you don't accommodate the melting pot, it's not going to prosper. I mean, look what's happening. Look around at what's happening right now. And it's not because of all these other people and all these other groups. It's because of, it's our education. We are, I can only help so many people, only so many children, and teach them. But you can only help so much, but once they become into adulthood, it's done, right? So we got a bunch of citizens that can only speak one language at a time. They're not consistently fluent in anything, in two languages, which look bad on everything else when it comes to business, right? Because it's always best if you can learn, know a few languages fluently, because of the way we think. You took the arts out, so there's no creative thought. So people can't, I don't know, I'm just so stressed out. I went into this class and the whole thing, I'm just like, wow. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do my part to help raise future citizens of America to prosper. Hopefully somebody make the country better. But I was just like, no wonder people are hiring other people, and we really messed ourselves up. All because of, ignorance. I think that's the point I'm trying to make. People are so ignorant to some things. They want to put things back like in the olden days, and some time periods worked. Well, if you want it back in the olden days, it was multi-languages that were supported, because the main goal was to educate the citizens. No matter what language they spoke or dual language they spoke, it was that's what was looked at. Now it's about them and us and their fault, this person's fault, and this group's fault, and just playing blame. Well, people are blaming each other. Our country's getting robbed of everything by other countries because we're a nation of idiots. I feel better. I guess I was holding that in. That's my political rant on languages on the way home. I don't know. I just thought that was interesting, but that's just my vent on it. I'm extremely tired, though. I got so much work. So finally, yesterday, I finally broke down. I just got 2 huge poster boards. I spent 5 hours on this thing. I just organized everything, organized my homework, so I can visually look at it and see where I'm at and try to figure out how to work, all this to get it done. So I did that, and I do feel better about where I'm at because I kind of know what's happening with the classes now. It's not jumbled. That was like total ADD situation going on there, but I worked it. I fixed it. So I think I'll be able to complete this. I just need to sit down and just type. Just type away. So that's what I'm going to do this weekend. And so in the meantime, my poor internet business is taking a nosedive. I made a total of $3.50 today. That's a big... Well, at least I sold something, but it's almost Christmas, And then I got craft shows. Now that I'm part of the city of Bakersfield, I got actual shows to go to, all for Christmas, and I don't know how to do this if I don't have no products because I have no time to make anything. I sold just about everything, and whatever's left, I just have sitting there. I'll think of something. I'll have to figure something out. I'm just worried because at one show that I have falls on, of course, I go to school too, and it's at the same hours. So I just got to find somebody who can run my stuff for me while I go to class, or if I'm lucky, I will talk to the professor and see if I can get that day off. But it is an important day too, like things are due and stuff, so and then my exercising. Like, I have to get my exercising in because, like I said before, you got to take care of your body because your body helps you achieve the goals that's in your mind, right? So I've got all these goals I'm trying to do, but if I let my body go, I'm not going to be able to complete it, or I'm going to be so exhausted that something's going to suffer. So I guess when I get home, I'm just going to sit on the floor and start doing some Pilates exercises or something. I mean, I can go to the gym, but I'm wearing jeans. I'm wearing jeans right now. I don't think I can go to the gym with jeans on. Or can I? No, I don't think so. That's going to look so bad. Okay, hold on. Alright, 4 miles. Oh no, this is 10 miles. Oh, I thought I had 4 miles. I could see 4 miles and miles. No, I can't. I can only see behind this diesel. So that's what's been going on in Desert's world. It's a rough life. And then I got my camera, so I'm all ready to do my videos, but I don't even have time. Like, what am I going to do? So that's what I should have done on the poster board, is put time in there for my work. I just don't know how. What I was thinking is if I could just, like, really work hard all week, specifically on... Okay, if I work really hard all week, specifically on school... right, day and night, doing whatever it takes to get it done. And then when the weekend comes, I spend the weekend just doing the selling stuff, like concentrating on that. And then I'll try to pick one day from the weekend to do my video and or my shows. Just one show a week until I'm finished. So that's probably how it's going to have to be. I may just do that. But I need a day to relax. Well, technically when I do my stuff, I'm relaxing. The shows and stuff. So, oh my God, these chemicals. These chemicals are... Oh, I can't breathe. What the hell? What's with these chemicals anyways? Why do they have to put so much freaking chemicals on our food? I don't understand that. Everything we got, they put chemicals in. Okay, I'm going to do another political rant. I mean, I know I talk about this a lot, but damn, every fucking thing that is made here has to have damn chemicals in it. Can someone give me a valid reason why? There is no valid reason why. I wish people would open their eyes, like open their eyes to the whole situation. I mean, people are so distracted by their things that they're like, oh, well, who cares, because they got their things and they're pacified for the time being that they won't care about this kind of stuff. But they should. They should care about this stuff. They'll care about it when they're sick, but by then it's too late. Like, if I knew when I was younger, first can't properly educate, and now you can't properly feed, and now you can't properly put priorities. Right? I'm so ready to move. I think that's what my problem is. I'm stuck out here in the boondocks with pesticides. Oh, you know what? I didn't tweet it out, but I was so excited. I went to the grocery store, and there was blueberry cereal. I always talk about the Count Dracula and the blueberry cereal. They had it, and I was so excited. The boys made me buy it, right? But I can't eat it. But I bought it anyways, just to look at. Just because it's blueberry. And so yesterday, that blueberry box fell and hit me in the eye. And now I have this scab on right below my eye. I look like I was in a fight. I am just so thankful, and I'm serious, I am so thankful that I didn't end up with a black eye because of my anemia. I get bruised really easy, and I thought for sure I was going to look like I had a black eye, but I don't. I got it cut though. Looks like a piece of skin came out. I could have sworn it hit my eyeball. My eyeball looks alright, I think. Well, when I put mascara on today, it looked normal. I mean, I didn't really inspect it now that I think about it, but I gotta stop by the store. I'm so hungry, but I don't want to spend any money. But I want some food. Like, I want something good. I have lobster raviolis at home. I know I could make that, but then I don't have no shrimp. I think that's my problem too. I don't have no shrimp. I ate all my lobster tails. It's time to go grocery shopping. I wonder what today is. Is today the 1st? Dang, I don't even know what day it is. More bills. I don't want to pay any bills. I am so sick of paying bills. Like, Like, do you realize we pay for water? We pay for air, okay? Try to get yourself an oxygen concentrator, okay? Fresh, pure air. It costs a shitload of money. Try to buy water, your basic things that are given to you by the land, okay? And you gotta pay for them. That's how fucked up this country is. I'm sorry, I'm going on a country rant because, I mean, you have to charge for every electricity that is given to you by the sun. All the natural resources that are free to you as human beings born on this planet, we have to pay for. It's gonna be like that movie with the fan. It was an old movie where people didn't age or something like that, and they had this air, and if they got cut off, they died or something. It was weird. I don't remember what the movie was, but it was an old movie. Oh, I think Logan's Run. That's what it was called. That's what we're turning into, Logan's Run. You know what? I shouldn't have done a podcast because this is so negative. It's not even funny. I just need to go to the store. I need to eat. So I'm sorry this wasn't an uplifting podcast, but I feel better. I'm almost home, finally. I just want to eat so bad. Oh my gosh. I'm losing weight though. Well, not a ton, but I'm losing weight. I felt better because I saw a picture of me and I'm just like all fat. I was all depressed. I was like, oh man, I hate that picture. No, I like the picture. The picture was actually really nice, but still, I don't like my boobs. But I'm not going to get on a boob rant right now. But if I had the money, I'd get them fixed. I wouldn't get a reduction or anything like that. I just have them fixed a little bit. Well, not technically a reduction. Just not so big. It's weird. Like, I don't think they're that big until I look at a picture. And I'm like, oh my god, they're huge. It's probably the bra. Maybe it's the bra. Alright, can we go yet? I need to go to the store. This is the longest light, and there's nobody here. Oh my god. Don't stare at me. Don't stare at me, vato. Just keep going. Alright, thank you guys for listening to On the Road with Desert, and I will talk to you guys next time. Whoops.